I'll give you some revs. Hold it, hold it.
Have you seen him? He's got a pair of those Air Max on. I bet he's nicked him off some washing line or something.
He's going to need more than a pair of fancy trainers to help him win this fight. He's too old for it. What would trainers be doing hanging off a washing line?
Well, you can wash them ones, can't you? Only got to be careful, because they've got some kind of air suspension in heels or something.
Look, just concentrate on what you're doing, eh?
Here, Dad, have you given more thought about getting me some new trainers yet?
Just rev it again, but gently.
What are you doing?
Getting rid of this thing. Kim bought it and I've always hated it. It's never fitted in, just like her.
Is that what this is about? Straining yourself because you're mad at her?
Yeah, all right, I know. Take it easy.
Right. And there's more.
What?
It's doing you no good at all just being here. It's time you went out, saw other people. How about meeting me at the Woolpack? Tonight at 8:30, all right?
Oh, I don't know.
Please, Dad, have a change. See friends. Talk about something else. Trust me, I'm a vet.
Okay, switch it off, Roy.
What are you doing? Sending messages to Geronimo? Look, you're going to have to talk to Frank Tate today and sort this rent out.
I will. We're not that much in arrears.
Owing him £1 too much at the moment with our Dave's situation. Look, promise me you'll talk to him today.
All right, love.
I know it's not easy for you. And I feel I should go and see Kathy at some point. I mean, we're both in the same boat.
Here, can I be there when you buy them? You know, rather than it be a surprise and that.
What are you on about?
My new trainers.
I'm struggling to find money for rent. We're up to our eyes in debt, and you're mithering on about new trainers. All I had to wear was wellies when I was your age.
Don't be so hard on him, Ned.
Well...
Get yourself off to school. He's only trying to keep up with his mates, just like they all do.
I know.
Land Rover back on the road. Could do with a lift.
If you want Dad jumping down your throat, go and ask. He's got a right mood in him. And you being Kim Tate's hot water bottle ain't helping.
Watch it.
Hey,
Right, I'll walk.
hey, hold on, I'll come with you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if we had a rich dad?
I've had to borrow a tenner out of your purse for diesel. Sorry, love.
Oh, it's all right. This thing can't run on fresh air. That's what we'll be living on if things don't improve.
I'd appreciate it if you'd knock before entering.
I heard you moving around. I thought I'd remind you that now you can. It's time to leave.
Your humanity's very touching. I'm expecting your baby. You're responsible for me being bedridden. And as soon as I get up, you want to chuck me out onto the streets.
You are responsible for everything that's happened to you. You chose to mess around with the hired help. You also chose to get pregnant. I just want you out of here as soon as possible.
Why should I move out?
Why? You do all this to me and you have the brass neck to ask why?
It's my home too.
Oh, no, Kim, don't you come that one with me. I caught you red-handed with him, and now you're going to pay for it.
Am I now?
I'm going to make sure that you don't get another penny out of me. You're out in the cold, for good. Let's see how long you can survive without me to bankroll you.
We'll have to see what my solicitor thinks about that. She'll be here shortly.
If you had any decency, you'd leave here with your head held in shame.
That's never been my style.
Where's Rachel?
She's just taken Joseph up for his nap.
She heard from Chris.
No, not yet.
Sorry, Rachel. Didn't mean to sound nosy.
It's all right. You've been good enough to take us in. You've got every right to know what's going on.
Kettle's boiled, Jack.
Thought I might have heard from him by now, though. Thought I might have shocked some sense into him. I think I just made things worse.
Look, I'm only a man, but if you want my 2 penneth, I'd say you go and see him. Now, you can stay here for as long as you want, but you're obviously not happy without him. And Joseph needs his dad.
Hi, Jan.
Oh,
So have you booked it all for tonight, then?
Certainly have. Dancing shoes polished and ready to go.
Oh, and I suppose Muggins here has got to look after the shop all on his own, has he?
You don't really mind, do you, love?
It's a case of not having to.
Yeah, well, then you and I can have a pint afterwards and I'll show you my 12.
A grown man prancing round a dance floor. I ask you.
I think it's great. I wish my neck could dance.
The Woolpack, and it's your round, Fred Astaire.
Oh, no, forgot. They took money out of my purse earlier. I'm sorry, Vic.
Don't worry, pairs when you're next in. Ignore it.
Thanks, love. See you.
So, you think it's right to leave Joseph with Sarah while you go to the Woolpack?
Chris, stop being so sanctimonious. I've got to earn a living and Sarah's practically family.
I'm his father, and I can't see him. But then I'm disabled, aren't I? Not capable of looking after him while you're in the pub.
Working. When I have the time, we'll discuss our problems like adults.
What's to discuss? How you couldn't cope looking after me?
That isn't our problem, as you well know. Our problem has always been your obsession with the family business, wealth and power.
Look, that's not a problem anymore. Dad's finally seen sense. He's thrown Kim out, sacked Glover and given me his job. In the end, I'll be running it all, as it should be.
That's that then. Congratulations. You've finally got what you always wanted.
Yeah, and you and Joseph.
We'd always come second place to the business, Chris. I've seen it too many times before.
Not like this. Kim is completely out of it.
Yeah, and I'm late for work.
I want to see my son!
There you go. Enjoy them.
It's like God's waiting room, this place.
Could do a liven up, couldn't it? Hey, me and you could do it, and we need the money. I'll ask when we're paying her.
You've got as much chance of her giving you a job here as you have of getting Dave Glover into bed, with or without cream.
Guess where I'd put the cherry.
You're right about getting jobs, though, Mand. I mean, I don't reckon there's any brass in Pollard and his escort work.
But not round here. We should go to London, me and you. Rip off all them southern fat cats.
And who'd look after me daft family while I was away? With me mum gone, I have to stop here.
Oh, we should do some matchmaking, get him off our hands.
Matchmaking? What with? Sam and the hat stand? Butch and the telephone box?
Oh, it's the only thing he stands any chance of getting into.
Hey, me dad and Betty.
Hey, I wonder if her and Seth still do it. Oh. I wonder if he still can.
Did I hear my name?
We were just wanting the bill, Betty.
And we hope it's not too enormous.
Is everything all right?
Nothing I can't manage.
Actually, Kathy, me and Mandy were wondering if there were any vacancies. We've had loads of ideas on how you can...
I think we can manage quite well as we are, thank you.
Come see that I've only taken what's mine, have you?
Oh, don't talk daft. Just wanted to see if you're all right. And I wanted to make sure that you knew how I felt when you helped throw me and Alice out of the flat.
Look, will you give it a rest, Nick? You two should be on the same side with Kim stitching you both up. You fancy a pint?
Might as well accept, Dave. 'Tis the best offer you're gonna get.
Did you bring the proposal?
Yes. Now, if he agrees, it'll save an awful lot of trouble and expense. How do you think he'll react?
I don't think he will agree. But I have to offer him the opportunity of an amicable settlement. I'm thinking of his child as much as me. But all Frank seems to want is everything for himself.
Well, he's not going to get everything his own way. Don't worry about that. He can't make you leave here legally.
And I'm not going voluntarily. I'll guarantee you that.
Very sporting of you under circumstances, Dave. Cheers.
Aye. Cheers. Well, you've really cocked everything up, haven't you? What with your job and our Kathy.
Shut it, Nick.
No, I deserve it. But that's last I want to hear on subject. All right.
Mum's chips are always soggy like, but Mandy's chips are like from a shop. All crisp and golden brown. She reckons the secret's in the fat. Yeah, she does great steaks.
Sam! Will you stop going on about Mandy's cooking?
Sorry, Mr. Pollard. It's just I haven't ate so well since I were in prison. My dad reckons he'll win his fight easy on what our Mandy's building him up on.
Bare-knuckle fighting? How barbaric. How worthless.
No, it's not. My Dad'll win 2,000 quid. We're going to get satellite telly and everything.
£2,000? I didn't realise he was in that sort of league.
Yeah, it's a good in me Dad.
Where's he training?
Round the house and that.
No, that's no good. He's got to get away from all that domesticity. Tell him he can use the village hall where I can give him some help, eh?
Do you know about fighting, Mr. Pollard?
Hey, do I know? Got a black belt in origami.
Have you?
Hey, hiya! Don't do that, Sam.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pollard.
Can I get you a drink?
I don't want a drink. I want to see my son tonight.
I'm working tonight.
Look, I demand access to him, Rachel. It's my right.
I'm not going to argue. And this is definitely not the place.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can I propose a toast? I'd like you to all raise your glasses and help wish Dave Glover all the very best in finding future employment, now that he's lost his job after servicing the boss's wife. All right, Dave, all right. Oh, Dave.
Cheers.
What is it?
Contract. Just sign it and we never see each other again. All I want is what I'm entitled to, which is half of everything. I'll take that as a no to the proposal, then.
I'd rather go broke myself than give you a penny.
I don't believe that for 1 second. But if you won't see sense, I'll just have to make some other arrangements.
Starting by finding another place to live.
Oh, no, Frank. I'm staying put.
Oh, no.
Don't kill our child, Frank. Don't take it out on the baby.
Is there nothing you wouldn't do to get your own greedy, grasping way?
I think I need to rest now, after the trauma you've just put me through.
I think we deserve a drink after that little session. I don't do that, but I'll have mine after I've done my dancing practice. Don't want to be breathing alcohol all over my partner now, do I?
Well, not having a partner at the moment, I'll definitely have a drink.
You deserve one more than any of us.
Oh, thanks, Alan. You know, I can't help feeling sorry for Kathy. It's a double blow for her.
I can't help thinking about lucky Dave Glover.
Perhaps you ought to go and collect some glasses, Tony.
Aye.
And I do hope things work out for you with Chris.
Oh, thanks, Alan. I don't know what's going to happen, but, you know, I honestly believe if they didn't have the wealth, they'd be better people.
Yes, you could be right. And Kim's behaviour's been deplorable. It's affected so many other people's lives.
Did you know that Chris was back working for his father?
I didn't. And I take it by your tone that's made a further barrier between you.
Yeah, well, it's the old Lord of the Manor syndrome, isn't it? I demand to see my son.
Well, she must have known it wasn't going to be easy, marrying into the Tate family.
You were lucky he didn't smack you, Nick. It's as simple as that. Biff, he had it coming to him, especially after the way he treated my sister.
Yeah, well, not in the middle of the pub, eh? It's just not right.
Oh, look, will you shut up going on about it? It's done now, isn't it? Anyway, you're as bad, covering for him.
Oi, don't let Frankie hear you say that. I might have known what were going on, but I never covered for him.
Now, lads, let's not be fighting among ourselves. Dave were it wrong, but he's only human. And I think you were it wrong and own it. But that were understandable. Us workers have got to stick together. Just promise me one thing. If I'm ever caught in bed with Kim Tate, will you let the whole world know?
Promise.
Our young ones, you know. There ain't only Dave Glover can tell a tale.
Hiya.
Ned, will you stop going round doing impressions at boss?
I'm sorry for frightening you into working, lads. Any idea where Frank is?
Yeah, he's in office.
Cheers, Biff. See you later.
So does Vic give you an hard time about us dancing, then?
He has a bit of a moan. Nothing serious. You won him over by saying you'd have a pint with him later on.
Oh, good. Well, it gets me a bit down, folk taking Mickey, not just Vic.
Oh, don't be daft. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. We enjoy it. End of story. And we're using the hall for what it should be used for.
I'm ashamed of what our David's done, and I can't find any excuse for it.
I must be the laughing stock of the village.
No, you're not. Especially not when I'm around, any road.
I appreciate you coming here, Ned. Can't have been easy.
In my book, if something needs saying, it's done face to face.
You're my wife's lover's dad. But that's got nothing to do with our tenancy agreement. I like to think that I'm not a petty man. And as long as your arrears and future rent is paid, that's all I ask.
Thanks, Frank.
Chris will be the new farm manager, so you'll be dealing with him. There's bound to be some residual resentment, but...
It's a terrible business, and I'm just so very sorry it ever happened. Thanks for seeing me, Frank.
I booked this hall.
Double booked. Let's book the Zach's training first. Being a member of the local community, he's as much right to use this place as anybody. Okay?
Aye, come on, Viv. Let's leave him to it.
No, I booked it first.
For dancing?
Best not mess with us.
I'm frightened to death.
Well, you best go and find yourself somewhere else to do your dancing.
Oh, who's going to chuck us out like? You?
But we don't need trouble.
Mr. Pollard could chuck you out if he wanted to. He's got a black belt in origami.
Well, what's it going to be then?
We're staying.
Chris, you can't expect Zoe to be here just because you happen to call round. She's got work to do.
Yeah, well, I need some support from her. I need somebody to talk some sense into Rachel, and she's the person to do it.
She does have a lot on her plate at the moment.
Well, who the hell does Rachel think she is, keeping me away from my son?
Chris!
What?
Zoe is worried to death about your dad. She's a hard-working vet and she's got her own life to lead. Just give her a break.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. How could I possibly expect you to understand how I feel about my son? You're never going to have any kids. You've no maternal instincts at all. I'm sorry, I sometimes forget what you are.
You low-life. What's going on?
I need you to talk to Rachel and tell her to be reasonable about me seeing my son.
But he sensitively presumes we don't have any maternalistic feelings.
Good to come home to a happy family atmosphere.
Hey, if you wanted, I could be like that Chinese bloke in Pink Panther.
What are you talking about?
Well, he kept jumping out on Peter Sellers to keep him sharp. I could do that to you if you want, help you with your origami. As long as you don't hurt me.
Here! Stop doing that! It was a joke. Origami is paper folding.
You've got a black belt in paper fold.
You should come to the competition, Zach. You keep good time on that bag.
Only if you can share some of your prize money.
Ah, well, some of us do it for love of it, not for money. Something you mightn't understand, Eric.
Yeah? Well, Zach and I might be going into management, and I can assure you neither of us will be doing it for love.
Reckon you could be a good manager for Dad, then?
Yeah. I think it's just what he needs.
Why's that, then?
To enable you to concentrate on the job in hand, fighting. I do the rest, the paperwork, etc.
Mr. Pollard's got a black belt in paperwork, I think.
Well, I reckon this sort of talk should be finished off in the pub. If, manager's paid.
Aye.
He's asleep at last. She can't go on like this. She's not being fair on herself.
It isn't fair to you having to mind Joseph. I mean, that should be Chris's job when Rachel's working. I think she's desperate to get back with him.
He probably is with her.
Yeah, it's one of them daft situations when neither of them will make the first move. Something's got to be done about it.
You never know, Roy. Once we're all doing a bit more, I don't afford them new trainers.
You must be joking. Do you know how much they are, the ones he wants?
How much?
Nearly 90 quid.
You are?
Everybody has them.
Yeah, well, you're not everybody. You think I'm forking out 90 quid for a pair of pumps?
Not pumps.
Well, all right, we'll talk about it again when we've got over this money business. Just eat up now.
So stupid Dave's fault. Keeping with Kim and getting sacked.
Don't be talking like that.
Just shut it, Roy.
He's right, though, isn't he?
So, now what?
You.
Oh, not now, Linda. Just sit yourself down, lad, and get your tea.
We were just saying what a prat you were, ditching Kathy for Kim.
Hey, come on, Linda. You're no angel yourself.
You are?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on, everyone, just eat up.
Look, I'm sorry, love. All these money problems and everything's getting to me.
Oh, what now?
I'll get it.
Come in, David. Have a word. So you reckon, because Dave Glover's been knocking off Kim Tate, that gives you a better chance with him?
Well, yeah. If he'll risk his job and all that for her, he's not going to turn me down when there's no complications. I think I could even get him to pay for that cream.
You've got as much chance of getting him as you have of getting his job.
I might just apply and shot you. Then I'll start having an affair with Frank Tate and live happily ever after in that big house. He'll be my lady in waiting.
And I'll spend my days knitting fogmans, because that's how much chance you've got of getting any of that.
Listen, with my brains and your brawn, we can make money. Don't drink it before you make it.
He don't have to weigh in, you know.
No, but he still has to keep fit, doesn't he?
One more, and I'll call it a night. How's that?
About as good as I'm going to get, I suppose.
Ah, Frank, it's good to see you looking so well.
Thanks, Alan. It's good to be here.
Took some persuading to get him out.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm sure everybody here is glad to see you looking so healthy.
Healthier than his marriage, that's for sure.
What's that, Pollard?
Sorry, Frank. Didn't see you there.
Don't fall for it, Dad.
Oh, she's right. You just rise above people like that.
Listen, you're among friends here, Frank.
Alan, I'm sorry I'm late. I couldn't get Joseph to sleep.
I don't think everyone's pleased to see me here, Alan.
I missed you. I just had to see you.
God, I've missed you too. I feel like you're the only one I can talk to around here. That includes my family. Does he think you're still in bed?
Yeah, he's gone into the village with Zoe. God, I love you.
Well, let's go. Just get away, start fresh somewhere.
No. As tempting as it sounds. No. I'm staying to fight for what's mine. I do know how we can be together.
How?
Move into Home Farm with me.
Hi, Chris. Rachel's working this evening and Jack's just nipped out.
I haven't come to see Rachel. I've come to take Joseph, Sarah. Now.
Hiya!
Where have you been?
A quick pint with Ned. Why?
Chris came round. He's taken Joseph.
What do you mean?
He's taken Joseph, Jack. I asked him to wait till Rachel got back from work, but he got quite nasty. What can I do? He is Joseph's father.
Well, where's he taking him?
I don't know.
Right, we'll see you there, Jenny, yeah?
Yeah,
Sorry, lads.
What?
Can't come in.
Oh, come on, mate, we're with lassies.
Tough. The creche is closed tonight, lads. Strictly over 18s.
Well, I'm 18.
And I'm 19.
And I was 65 last week, lads. Come back when you start shaving, eh?
Hey, Jenny, tell this fella, aren't we over 18?
of course they are.
You going in, girls?
Yeah.
These two aren't.
Well, what are we going to do now?
Moving into Home Farm with Frank still there. You've been on gin.
We should be together. I mean, this is ludicrous. Me up there, you still living with your parents. It says we're not committed to each other. I won't leave Home Farm. This is our only option. Otherwise, we give Frank the upper hand.
Yeah.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
So?
So? I think it'd be rubbing his nose in it.
This isn't about revenge. It's about being there for me and our baby.
I don't think Frank would see it that way.
Never mind rest at village.
Stuff them. Small-minded busybodies, what do they know?
Bayek. Can you believe the brass neck of that woman? Go outside, Jan, shout him in.
I can't do that.
Dad.
What's she after this time of night? Eh? Why can't it wait till tomorrow?
Hey, get your hands off me!
Stop sulking, it's for your own good, Dad.
Look, you can't go getting tranked up on the night before the biggest day of your life.
Hey, what's your mouth out, lad? The biggest day of my life.
What?
Well, the day I wed your mother. And don't you forget it! Come on.
Don't get maudlin on us, Dad.
What do you mean? I'll not be crying in my beer, will I?
You need to be in peak condition.
I am. I'm like a coiled spring.
Hey?
Well, what do we do now? I could have had 3 more pints before last started.
Well, I don't know. Talk to each other.
Right, that's it. We've put up with enough without having them carrying on our own doorstep.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go out and tell Lady Muck to get back to her husband where she belongs. I have had just about as much as I can take of this pantomime, lady. So sling your hook.
I beg your pardon.
You heard? Get back to your husband where you belong and leave us decent folk in peace.
Nate, calm down.
Oh, look, we've got an audience. Might have escaped your attention, but the land you're asking me to leave happens to belong to me.
It belongs to your husband.
And therefore to me. So I'd watch what I said if I were you. Luke may be on the other foot in a minute.
Dad, have you got any cash on you?
Oh, my God, he's legless.
I need a tenner-foot taxi.
So much for your decent folk.
I'll get it. Get him inside, Linda.
I missed that last bus, didn't I?
You'd do as well to follow him.
Stay where you are, David.
I'm not going nowhere.
And while you're at it, tell that trollop to get lost.
Hey, that trollop, as you call her, happens to be...
You're what? Your fancy piece, your bit on the side?
Me girlfriend. Love her, call her what you like. Dad, she's having my child.
Don't talk wet. You could have been sired by half a rotten United from what I've heard.
How dare you?
Take that back, Dad, before I make you.
You're better off out of it. Come on.
Not before he apologises.
Just forget it. I'll go without you.
You are well shut of that. She's a tramp, David. A money-grabbing little user. And I don't want any of my family to have outdo with her.
I'll kill you! You shouldn't have said that about Kim, Dad.
Just go! Get out of my sight! And don't ever come back!
Is everything all right?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last batch of contestants in tonight's semi-final. Competitors, take your positions, please. Tonight, as a special extra, this round of the contest carries a spot prize. Yeah, a weekend break for two, courtesy of tonight's sponsors, Monk's Brewery. Let's hear it for Monk's. And to award that prize and help with the judging, our representative from Monk's Brewery, Gerald Taylor.
Good night, Vienna.
What?
That clown's me boss.
So?
I'm Brit's new fella. And the bloke at Chinden Boxing Day you can kiss Ted out of the finals with.
No way. We're going down fighting now. Smile. Here's your tea, Dad.
Oh, it's our love.
He's jealous.
Who?
Him. Fears a butcher's dog, isn't it?
Look, you drunk, Roy. Go back to bed.
Tell you something, he's just napped because he never got a look in.
Oh, and you would like?
I tell you something, she looked at me, I wouldn't have to think twice.
Oh, aye.
Oh, look, Daddy's plastered. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I hope I didn't get you out of bed.
No, I was reading. But what's going on, Chris? Rachel knows you can't manage Joseph on your own. Not in and out the car, anyway.
Exactly. Oh, I'll just put him down there.
There we go. Why so late? It's gone 11.
Basically, Rachel's being a cow. She's hitting me where it hurts, which means depriving me of seeing Joseph.
What if you had an accident? Fell out a chair or something? Could be very dangerous.
Look, I'm sorry dragging you out. I really appreciate it.
What are godmothers for?
I knew you'd come in handy one day.
And now, judges, your scores, please, for couple number 8. 18.
Look at that smarmy git. He's enjoying every minute of this.
12. No weekend break for you two, I'm afraid.
Swine.
I told you he'd stitch us up.
Well, we still might make it, yeah.
18 and 19. Have a mixed bag there. They give you a total score of 67, which means that the two couples qualifying for the grand final are couple number 5, and scraping through by a solitary point, couple number 8.
It's not your fault, love.
Hi. Rachel, we've got something to tell you. You're not going to like it.
What?
It's Joseph.
Goodness gracious, what balls of fire? Told me, honey, I thought it was funny. I sure was nervous, but it sure
What was it then? Heard on the old pub grapevine that the Belle of York was coining it? I know what you were thinking. I'll have some of that.
I went there to see my wife.
Soon to be ex-wife. Whoops, she hasn't told you. Funny, Bridge still has a soft spot for you. A very soft spot. You only kept your job because she begged and pleaded with me not to sack you. She can be very persuasive. Ironic, really. She might not be so sympathetic if she knew what else was going on. Dirty dancing, indeed.
What are you trying to say, pal?
Well, it's pretty obvious that you're more than just partners on the floor, so to speak. She looks quite active for her age.
Oh, I'm sorry. My hand must have slipped.
Get Brit to sponge you down when you get home. You'll enjoy that. Stuff the drinks, babe. Let's dance.
Through the computer age, well, that's all.
Oh, so you are here?
Yeah, it's all done with mirrors, you know. Who have you been ringing?
We were worried about Joseph.
We'll have a look. He's sleeping like a baby, I suppose. Yeah, we've had a very pleasant evening, old towel.
How have you coped?
Is there anything else? Only I was hoping to see the end of this.
No. No, I think that's it. We'll leave you to it. Bye then.
Just wait until he's had a couple of days of dirty nappies and sleepless nights. On his own without Muggins here to bail him out. He'll be laughing on the other side of his face.
Who is it?
Kathy, it's me. It's me, Dave.
It's gone 2 in the morning.
I know. I'm sorry. I've got to talk to you. Please, Kathy. Sorry, Kathy.
What are you playing at?
I'm sorry. I just needed to talk to someone.
Someone or to me?
No, to you. You're the only one I've got left.
Who did that to you? Frank?
Frank. No, it wasn't Frank. It's me dad. Ruined everything. My dad's thrown me out.
I'll get something for your eye.
Bet you're enjoying this. Watch me mess up big time.
Do you ever think what it would have been like?
Me and you. All the time. I do. Think about the flat. Quiet nights in. I used to love it. Do you?
Hmm.
Thanks.
It's still the same.
Want the flat?
Nothing's changed. You know me, creature of habit.
Do you want me to come up with you?
Is that what you want?
I think it's what you want.
How'd you work that out?
'Cause you let me in.
I'm a light sleeper.
'Cause you didn't shout at me for mucking your nice clean floor.
Betty's problem.
You're so lovely, Kathy. I'm so stupid.
What about Kim?
I don't know. Don't know anything anymore.
I would have gone to the end of the earth for you.
She won't even leave home farm.
Do you still want to come upstairs? Up to my bed?
Yeah. Can't believe I'm saying this. After all I've put you through.
I can't believe it either.
Hey, what's wrong?
I was right, that's all. You've lost it, Dave.
Lost what?
Pride, self-respect, your grip on reality.
What's the game here, Kathy?
The game is, how low can you get?
Kathy.
No, you came to me because you're everybody else's cast off. You said so yourself. But I'm your cast off, aren't I? So you can swan in here and still feel like you're someone when you're not. I'm glad you've turned up because you've told me what I wanted to hear. I'm better off without you. I'm better than you. Get out, Dave, and get lost. And if I'm the last friend left to say it, then you've only got yourself to blame.
Dad! They warned me you'd start slacking. Come on, work!
Oh, I'm knackered. I should be in my pit.
You've got a big fight ahead of you. Put some effort into it.
In what?
Come on, lift your knees up. Faster!
Oh, slow down. Clown, come here.
Good morning.
You spoiled sport. I was going to bring you this in bed.
Oh, you don't think I'd let you catch me unawares, do you? Oh, scrambled egg and smoked salmon.
Well, come on then, eat it while it's hot.
Well, let's open our cards first.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm sorry I was in a bit of a rush. It was all they had.
Happy anniversary. Dear husband.
Doesn't say that, does it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, thank you for a wonderful first year.
Thank you.
And here's to many more. Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't forget, home from work on time tonight. Dinner's at 8:30.
I know. Can't give you a chance to burn the takeaway.
Cheek.
Morning.
Morning.
Come on, then. That glint in your eye can't just mean you've had a decent night's sleep.
Nope.
Well, what then?
Well, I was lying there in bed and I suddenly remembered that it's Chris's first day at work today.
Work?
Yeah, he's taken over as estate manager at Home Farm, with his mobile phone in one hand and his baby in the other.
Did you enjoy that? That was very good.
Joseph? Oh.
David.
Do you realise how much I've given up for you?
Yes.
Me mates, my fiancée, me job, me family. They've thrown me out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So where did you get to?
Around.
I could sort you out with a flat in the meantime.
I didn't do all this to end up on my own. What do you think of me, Kim? Really?
I love you.
Aye. On your own terms.
I do.
Do you respect me? Because you sure as hell don't need me.
David.
Suppose you love me just as much as I deserve.
Biff, I've appreciated your efforts over the past few weeks. From now on, you're Chris's right-hand man. His eyes and ears around the farm. Let's get something clear. I've appointed Chris for 3 good reasons. Efficiency, organisation, and planning. He's going to revolutionise the running of this office. And I'm behind him, 100%. Excuse me.
Does that mean I have to tug my forelock when I'm with you now?
Ears and eyes around the farm. Biff.
What time do you call this?
Didn't you get my message?
What message? What are you doing, bringing Joseph with you?
Look, it's a long story, okay?
All right, I'll take you.
So where were we? Efficiency, organisation and planning.
It's revolutionary, all right.
Morning! Don't get up. The drayman let me in.
Gerald, to what do we owe this honour?
Don't ask.
A flying visit, Alan. Let me introduce Colin and Margie Latimer. Alan Turner. Alan. And Terry Woods.
Aye.
Delighted to meet you.
Something of a whistle-stop tour of our finer Dales houses. Colin and Margie are new to us.
Hey!
Or they soon will be. We're on our way up to the Tempest Inn. Thought we'd pop in and see how you're fixed. About 2-ish?
Fine, but
Great. See you then.
Cheers.
You've had it easy up to now. David Glover was not a proper manager. He was a jumped-up farmhand, and it shows. But there are going to be changes. We're running a high-turnover, competitive business, and I'm here to make it pay. You'll be working directly to me and to my father. And this shouldn't need saying, but I'll remind you just in case. That woman is not your boss. She'll very soon be out of here. If she asks you to do anything, you refuse. And you inform me or my father immediately. I'll take a dim view of anyone ignoring this rule.
You did what? Decked him. Boxing Day, that were.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I should have made a proper job of it, but Brit. And then last night, Viv poured a pint all over his wedding tackle. Oh, well, I may as well make a start of me packing while it's quiet.
There you go.
So.
Morning.
One for the road, I hope.
What do you mean?
I saw the bags. I take it you've finally seen sense. When are you leaving?
I'm not moving out, Frank. David's moving in.
All the way home. You can't do this.
I just did.
I won't stand for it. I'll have him evicted.
Just try. He's my guest. He's every right to be here.
It's only temporary, Frank.
How do you sleep at night?
Leave David out of this.
I'd love to. But you damn well won't let me, will you? Can you sink any lower? Yeah, I bet you can. I bet you've got a host of tricks up your sleeve. Well, be warned. I'll meet fire with fire. I'm going to drag your name through the mud. And every penny that you squeeze out of me, you're going to have to earn it in court. And believe you me, that won't be worth it in the end.
You're hurting me.
That's enough.
You think so? Well, you've got a rude awakening, boy.
Do you still want to be married to me? If so, let's do something about it. If not...
Look, I don't want to get divorced.
Who does? But do you still want to be married? I mean, let's leave Joseph out of this. Do you still love me?
Yes. Come home.
No. It's too soon. We've got things we need to sort out.
How can we manage to do that when we're living at opposite ends of the village?
I'll get Sarah to babysit. Let's go out. Just the two of us.
That sounds suspiciously like a date.
I came that close. That close to putting my hands around her throat and throttling her.
Sam. Sam! Lift it, don't drag it. Just put it down, anywhere. He shouldn't be let out on his own.
You said put it anywhere.
Hey, I will not see my father tormented like this.
Never knew you cared.
Honest Ned Glover, how must he feel, raising a parasite like you? Long word, I'll explain.
Oh, I know what a parasite is. I'm looking at one, because if Frank was skinned, we wouldn't see you for dust. I'm not here for money. You can stuff it.
Oh.
I've got his wife. That's good enough for me.
Oh, trained at the Dorchester, eh?
We're a tea room. We buy in most of our stock and Betty and I make the rest. We don't need a chef.
At the moment, no, but you're not exactly rushed off your feet.
Oh, it's a slack time of year.
We do very well as a rule, don't we, Kathy?
I'm sure you do. But this is a way of expanding your business into the evening without affecting your daytime trade. Themed gourmet nights.
I'm sorry, but I don't think it's for me.
I've been running them successfully out of Leeds for a while and I'm looking to expand.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested, really.
Fair enough. But keep my card. At least let me pay for the vase.
No, I've told you it wasn't your fault. But thanks anyway. Bye.
Cheerio now, Betty. Great scones.
Gourmet nights round here. I need that kind of a brainwave, like a hole in the head.
Aye, and the cat may look at a king.
What's that?
Pasta. It's what them muscle men eat, like Hunter, him Arctic gladiators.
It's what the Destroyer will be eating, I can tell you that.
Hey, Dad, how come you haven't got a nickname?
Nickname? Nickname?
Nicknames are for wimps, Sam.
I'm a dingle. The name should strike fear into any man. Especially if it's got Mandy in front of it.
Come on, get it down, yeah? Mr. Pollard's schedule starts again in half an hour.
Not more, eh?
He's got a lot of money riding on you, Dad.
45 minutes sparring on the bag with me. You what? Then rest, then light dinner. Oh, well, that sounds more like it. What's that going to be? Pasta.
Job for you. Pretty urgent.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, take this letter up to Glover's farm. I'm threatening eviction.
You what?
Well, that's pretty common knowledge. They're way behind with rent. I want it paid, or else.
Yeah, but Linda Glover's my fiancée. I can't take that.
Oh, you can, if you want a job to come back to. Oh, and tell them they've got Dave to thank.
Ah, Terry, hard at it, I see. Margie was just saying how much she fancies the country life.
We've got a pub at Oakwood, but we'd like a change, won't we, Carl?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll soon find the place of your dreams. The Tempest at Otley is very nice, I believe.
Aye.
Yeah, but the village here is much nicer. We came up once before, after that crash, to have a nose like.
Margie?
Well, everybody did. It's human nature.
So, Alan, would you mind me showing Colin Margie round? See how tight a ship we run at Monk's Brewery?
If you wish. There are no vacancies, I'm afraid.
Right. Well, who knows what's round the corner. Terry, I wonder if you'd take Col round the cellar.
Well, I could do that.
Well, I think Col might benefit from Terry's perspective, as one of ours, so to speak. And you'd like to see the accommodation, I bet.
Please.
You see to your customers, Alan. You won't even know we're here.
Right. David Weston, please, it's Frank Tay here. What do you mean he's in Atlanta? Can he be contacted? Well, thanks for nothing.
You've saved yourself some money. Your solicitor could only point out what I'm telling you for free. You can't do a thing to get David out of here. Not if I want him to stay.
Just wait till we get to court. He'll wipe the floor with you.
Yeah? How are you going to play it, Frank? The sympathy vote? Will you dodder in on sticks?
I won't need to play it. When we get to court...
When we get to court, they'll look at you. Then they'll look at him. Then they'll understand.
You mean he offered and you didn't take the money?
No, it was Sam's fault.
Funny. Always seems to be Sam's fault.
I don't have time for this, Eric.
It's 2.5 months since you sold anything for me.
So?
So? This arrangement is not working. You're getting the benefit of my furniture for free, and I'm getting what?
Look, Eric, things will pick up once the weather turns.
Yes, well, I certainly hope so, dear lady. I really do. Because if I don't see an upturn soon, I'm going to have to start thinking again.
I love all of this. It's like being on through the keyhole.
So what do you think? Is it the sort of place you could be happy?
That depends on you.
It's the sort of place I could make you happy. Don't worry on that score.
I've no worries so far.
Come on, Zach, put some weight into it.
Hey, will you take over? No, I've got a flat. What about you, Mandy?
Get over it!
Look, I'm dying. Please, there's not a lot to it, honest.
I can see that. Here. Give it here.
Thanks.
Come on. Come on. Give it to me. I won't break. That's more like it.
Hey! Ow!
Oh, man.
Oh, Mandy, what have you done?
Oh, I know. And I broke my best nail and all.
Don't do that.
What?
Because he might be in shock for all we know.
Oh, he is now. Come on, Dad, stop messing about. How is it?
Bad. We're going to have to cancel the fight.
What? We will not. Quick, lie down. He'll be right as rain.
Oh, look at his eye. He can't even see straight.
Stop fussing and be fine. Besides, if we pull out the contest now, he'll never get another chance. There's also 500 smackers going down the Swanee.
Don't blame me.
So I'll pick you all up at 7. Right?
Could you get the drinks in, Margie? Vodka, whiskey, and...
Not for me, thanks.
So what do you think? Nice people. They could do well here, Alan.
And you could make them very happy, I heard.
You know how it is. You have to do the hard sell on the brewery sometimes to attract the right kind of staff.
I've got the right kind of staff. Terry Woods is quite good enough for me, although apparently his wife is no longer good enough for you.
Alan?
I think you'd better leave. Oh, and would you tell that air-brained bimbo and her poor sap of a husband that we have no vacancies at the Woolpack, and are not likely to in the foreseeable future?
If that's the way you want to play it.
Yes, it is. As long as I'm in charge, that's the way it'll always be.
All right, Beth. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life.
What's up, mate?
Been told to give you this. It's from Chris Tate. I'm sorry, Ned.
We ain't got it.
Well, listen, I've got some money saved. You can have it if it'll help you.
No way. You're a great lad, Biff. Thanks, but no. You can set out to Linda, have you?
No, I came straight here.
Well, don't. All right, Roy.
This is my fault, this. Shot him in mouth after Kim Tate last night. I'm right, Anna.
Oh, that's not all of it.
How do you mean?
It's more likely your Dave. He's moved into home farm with Kim.
Something smells good.
Doesn't it? Open this, would you, David?
Not for me, thanks.
David and I'll be eating in the dining room, out of your way. I'll be finished cooking in here in 10 minutes. And it's all yours.
How very civilized.
You got it, Dad.
I don't care what Pollard says. My dad's not right, man.
Come on, you'll have him. Come on. That's it. Come on.
What the? Just a slight knock and sparring, nothing to worry about.
He can't box like that. 2 jabs, it'll be all over.
I'm sound. Let me at him.
Get away. I'll fight the fella that did that to him.
Very droll. Just show us the way.
I'm serious, Pollard. You'd never get odds for a start.
Hey, come on, he's been in training. He's at the peak of physical fitness.
What?
His bottle's gone. Never mind, he'll be out of his misery soon enough.
Hey, Nancy Mims, shut it.
Yeah, Mimsy, shut it.
I've got my reputation, you know.
and so have I. And so has he. Listen, don't let that crowd go home disappointed.
You? I'll rag the flaming toffees off you.
Yeah? Well, I'd like to see you try.
Oh, does Baccartino? She's had it.
That's worse than one of the deals.
Don't mind me. I only live here.
Ignore him. He's behaving like a child. Did you get all the stuff you need from home?
Yeah, just about.
Because I thought we might like to drive into Leeds tomorrow. Do some shopping.
Watch her, Dave. She'll mould a whole new image for you.
Ignore him.
Before you know it, it'll be designer clothes, mobile phones, new bars, new food, a whole new social scene. Until you don't know who the hell you are anymore.
Is your lamb okay? I didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then she'll dump you.
Oh, I phoned the clinic about the antenatal classes. They're every Thursday. Should really start going next week. It's been playing up like mad today. Here, feel.
Oh, to hell with it.
What's the matter, Dave?
Get your coat, Kim.
Because of him, no way.
Get your coat, Kim. We're going out.
Do us all a favour, Frank. Help yourself.
Anyone want to bet here? 6 to 4 on Diggy. 6 to 4 on. Good on. Good on. Good on. Good fiver.
Now, well, a good clean fight, you hear me? No biting, scratching or pulling of hair. No gouging of eyes. Same rules apply. Submission or knockout only. And may the best girl win. Hey, go on, Colin.
Cheer up, Terry. They never haven't.
What'd you say to him, Al?
Who?
You know who, Taylor.
Oh, not a lot. I just simply pointed out that I'd got a full complement of staff already.
Right, sir.
So, Tuesday night, trial run. Dinner for just one, is it?
Oh, how are you fixed, Betty?
Me? What for?
For a gourmet dinner, prepared by one of the north of England's finest chefs.
Well, I'm very fussy, me. He'd have to be Dorchester trained or nothing.
Lucky that. Shall we say 8 for 8:30?
Yeah, fine.
Smashing.
And if you approve, we'll take it from there.
Great. Oh, thanks.
I can't wait. Hey, shall I wear my airy green suit?
You heard this? She put that Angels for her 18th. It's a right dump.
How would you know? Booked it. You've not put money down. Not yet, why?
Just leave it, Jan.
Look, I'm sorry, Ned. 18 or not, they've got to know.
Know what?
We're about to be evicted.
You what?
We got behind with the rent. What's going to happen to us? Oh, that's your dad. This rate will be spending your birthday in Cardboard City.
Just a small one for me.
Champagne, Kim.
We're together, very publicly. I'd say that's cause for celebration. It won't last long, I promise you. There's two of us, one of him. He'll soon cave in.
Thought you said this wasn't about revenge.
It's not. I just want it sorted quickly, so that I can have you and the baby all to myself. What?
It's really ugly, Kim. Watching two people that loved each other, tearing each other apart.
That's why I need you there, to stop me going under. It won't last long. I promise. To the future. Our future.
Hello? Anybody home?
Dad? What's happened? Dad, you haven't.
No, love. Just a glass would do.
Just a glass could kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad. Stick them on your eye.
Oh. I would have flattened her. I would. She was flagging, I could tell.
Yeah, man.
All right, fine. Okay. Plans for next week. Same time, same place, and double the pot!
Yes!
You are very lucky to get a second chance. Very lucky indeed. So no more sparring.
1,000 smackaroos.
And what thanks do I get?
Thanks. Thanks to you.
You'll double your cash. Thanks to me, you didn't have a riot.
A riot? And what was that then? A Tibbs tea party?
Never mind, man. Here, have a drink. Here's to big fat Nancy Mims and the big fat lump on her head.
Hey, Artina, can I have a sip of that?
No,
Why not?
because you'll only go getting drunk.
And start fighting.
A big garden, so we can have a swing for a baby.
What? I offer you the choice of one of the finest homes in Yorkshire, and you plump for a garden with a swing.
I like swing.
You like to follow me?
Oh, no.
Well, isn't this cosy?
You're late. I said 8:30. Haven't even changed yet. Ta-da!
You're celebrating, so you didn't tell me.
It's our anniversary. A whole year in this house together.
Look, congratulations. I'll just go. I'm sorry, Emma.
No, Dad. Not letting you spend the evening on your own in that place.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can we have Bill, mate?
No, David. I won't be driven out of a public place by that spoilt brat and his harpy of a wife.
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a quiet meal with my husband. I will not take abuse from the likes of you.
Cool it, will you, Rachel? We don't want any trouble, all right?
Oh, tell her to cool it. We've not said anything.
Stop shouting odds, will you? We're going.
Might as well finish this first.
Oh, have a look at that, Chris. Knocking back the champagne with his family on the verge of eviction.
You what?
You heard. Your mum and dad might lose the farm because of their arrears. Talk about let them eat cake. I think Kim's finally found a soulmate.
There seems to be a problem.
What kind of problem?
Well, the authorisation on your card has been declined.
Well, that's ridiculous. Why should they decline it? Do you know who I am?
Yes, I do, Mrs. Tate. Possibly because there aren't sufficient funds.
It's a company credit card. Of course there are sufficient funds.
Well, perhaps for some reason the card has been withdrawn.
Frank.
Either way, Mrs. Tate, you can't pay your bill with this.
Well, I haven't any cash on me.
Ooh, make that rubber gloves for two, then.
Oh, I'll drink to that. To Frank.
To Dad.
I'm still a director of the company. Still your wife.
Not for long.
I've got rights. You can't go stopping credit cards behind my back.
I can deny you access to company funds, and if you want to fight it, I'll call a shareholders meeting and get it voted through.
You're pathetic.
I've hardly started, Kim. You want to fight? You're going to get one. What's all this?
It's for stables.
Make sure that it's invoiced to her livery company and not Home Farm, because I'm not paying for it.
Fine. And then get it shifted into the stables. I don't want it left out there if it's like more snow.
Don't you touch a bale of it. If she wants it shifted, she can do it herself.
Giving you an order, Biff.
Leave it where it is. Talk to your toy boy. Give him something to do instead of painting his toenails.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I wanted to get you something special for your 18th, Linda. But Dad ain't going to pay for this or my skin.
Join the club. Looks like my 80th birthday's going to be cancelled anyway.
You two, I'm getting off now. Don't forget to wash your hands while you're turning up more people for school.
Right, bye.
No.
See ya.
Bye.
Ta-ra.
Oh, I feel terrible about her birthday, Ned. I mean, what are we going to give her? An IOU?
It's only a short-term problem, love. We'll get back on our feet again. Give her a party later in the year. It's better when the weather warms up, anyway. And have a barbecue.
I'm going to give her something now. I mean, it is her 18th.
You think I don't know that?
Maybe you can work something out when you see Chris today. I mean, he's a family man himself now. He'll understand.
Is it Tate? And the only thing they understand is money and balance sheets.
Then you've got to explain it to him like that. Put it all down on paper, show him the figures.
You know I'm no good at that sort of thing, don't you?
Well, once we got this lot up and running, we'll be making plenty of money.
Can I help you? What are you looking for?
Somewhat romantic.
He wants to start courting.
Anyone specific in mind, or shall I put the whole village on red alert?
No, it's a special someone, like.
Hey, this bubble bath's on special offer.
We've got some Valentine Day chocks left over.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, fine.
Valentine's jocks.
Have you just come in for a read, Frank, or are you going to buy that?
Sorry, but I'm just checking to see if my ad's in for the housekeeper. See, your missus has made the front page. You must be very proud of her.
You didn't even bother to come and see me.
I'll be at the finals. Hang on, no, I won't. Have you seen this? The winning couple, Mr. and Mrs. Terry Woods.
I've come to pay my paper bill. Horse and hand in the Telegraph. And courier's down to Frank.
Don't know why you want to get into all this romance. Look how it ends up.
Well, so much for being 18.
Looks like the highlight of my birthday will be having a drink in the wool pack with Biff.
Well, it sounds like an improvement on our anniversary.
I'm sorry. I had to invite Dad over. I couldn't bear to see him so depressed.
Oh, I know how you feel. You've got to rally around in a family crisis. Same at our place.
Well, at least you don't have to rally round sick heifers. Zoe got a night call, so I was stuck with Frank's depression.
I'm sure Linda doesn't want to hear about our domestic problems.
Might make a change from our own. I suppose I've just got to get used to playing second fiddle to your family and local livestock and anything else that gets in the way.
Have you got this morning's calls? I'm off on my rounds. Hope you're in a better mood when I get back.
17.
Hey. Here, Biff, why don't you give Linda a couple of bales of straw for her birthday present? She'd like that. It'd be original as well, wouldn't it, Seth?
Hey, you're funny, you are, aren't you? It's not a joke. I've got to find her something for her birthday and I ain't got much money to play with.
You'll not have any the way you're playing this morning.
Here, put the cards away. The wheeled wonder's here.
What's all this?
It's for the stables. Frank says not to move it.
But it can't stay here. Get it sorted.
Right.
You two, my office.
Hi, Ned.
Hi, Terry. Oh, Ned, what can I do for you?
It's a personal matter. Private.
Oh, Terry, would you like to go and get on with some bottling up?
Oh, no problem.
Oh, thanks. It's Holgate's farm. It's good land, and I know I can make a go of it.
Yes, yes, I'm sure you can.
Well, there's been a lot of expenses setting it all up, and it all costs a bit more than I expected.
Were you looking for a loan, Ned?
Oh, no, I haven't got my own cap in hand.
Well, then I don't see how I can help.
Well, the thing is, I'm a farmer, and that's all I know. I mean, I don't know about balance sheets and accounts and what have you. But I've got to go and see Chris Tate about it this morning.
And you need a business plan?
Yeah. And I thought you've been a businessman all your life and a counsellor and all. You could help me get it all down on paper.
It'll be my pleasure, Ned. Come on, let's get started.
Oh, great.
I've been looking at your timesheets. I must admit, they make fascinating reading. I'm thinking about nominating yours for the Booker Prize, Seth.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure it's one of the most original pieces of fiction of the decade.
Eh?
Item. Hours spent passing on country law.
I consider that part of my duties. People are very interested in hearing about the old ways.
Just as it's one of my duties to pass on employment law. To remind you that betting, drinking, and playing poker while you should be working are all classed as sackable offences. Nick, on the other hand, appears from his timesheet to be a model employee.
Yeah, well, I've put extra hours in every day, haven't I?
So I see. Well, I hope virtue is its own reward, because I won't be paying overtime. Maybe you've both been too busy to notice that the fish stocks have gone down alarmingly. Looks like the poachers get up earlier and work longer hours than either of you. I want it stopped, and I want them caught.
That's a lot of river for just the two of us.
If you're telling me you're not up to the job, then I'm sure I can replace you with people that are. There's plenty on the dole queues.
Bets are going down well. I think I'm going to drop the odds on your dad down to 2 to 1 on.
That can't be right, Mr. P. There's still crop laid up.
Hey! Careful, Sam. We don't want these silly rumours spoiling the betting, now do we?
It's not a rumour, it's a truth. He just sits around doing nought. I don't know if he'll be able to fight.
Of course he will. He's indulging in what athletes call a taper.
I thought that were what you lit candles with in church.
It's a scientifically proven method of achieving peak fitness. It's like a coiled spring waiting to explode into action.
Get away.
If your dad keeps this up, the fight will be over in the first round.
Quiet this morning.
Yes, I know. It's better than yesterday. Hardly any customers at all. But all that may be about to change. Oh, yeah, Kathy's got herself a new chef. He's quite a dish himself. He reckons he can pack the punters in.
He's cooking us a demonstration meal tonight. If it all works out, it could be a new start for this place. Do you think Emmerdale would like a bistro?
I've no idea. Way I feel a singles bar would be more use.
Can't please everybody.
Chris finds out I've been helping you out, I'm going to be up for high jump. Frank says I'm not supposed to move any of this.
It's all getting so petty. Frank stopped Kim's credit cards. We're in this posh restaurant, Chris and Rachel at the table. Should have seen his face when he saw I had to pay a bill. Looked as if cat had got cream.
Well, you can't blame me for wanting to hit back.
He's just being spiteful. He knows she's down for half of everything when divorce comes through.
Ooh, well, won't you be sitting pretty?
I told you, I don't want money. I just wish they'd get it sorted out. It'd save everyone else getting caught in crossfire.
Yeah? Well, it looks like your family are going to be the first casualties.
Eh?
Chris has pulled in the debt on Allgate's farm. And if they can't pay up, they're going to be out on the streets by Linda's birthday.
You can't do that. I mean, none of this is their fault.
No, it's down to you and Kim, innit?
We just want to be together.
You know, I warned you months ago that you were playing with fire, but you wouldn't listen, would you? Well, you can shift the rest of this yourself. As far as I'm concerned, you make the perfect couple. You're both as selfish as each other.
It's not fair. Them chocolates were for Mandy, not for him to be stuffing his face.
What? He's not just stuffing his face, Butch. He's training. Mr. Pollard explained it to me.
You're an idiot, Sam.
Anyway, you don't know as chocolates is the way to her heart. Mandy?
Sam, we're busy.
I was just wondering about your ideal man.
Well, that's easy. Anything in trousers.
Oh, without two. Mind you, I like them caring and thoughtful.
Well, you're not going to find anything like that round here.
And strong with muscles, just like Arnie.
Do you need the toilet, Butch?
And a bit of money in his pocket doesn't do any harm either.
Exactly. We don't need a man, we need a job, so keep looking.
Zach is a man at peak physical fitness. If he'd been serious enough, Lennox Lewis or Frank Bruno wouldn't even got a look in. Trouble is, I've got to find someone naive and have to bet on the other chap now.
So, have you sorted out your accommodation for this dance contest, then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cost you a bob or two, innit? Single room supplement and all that?
Why, if help there. It'll be a great day out for Viv. You coming?
I'm thinking about it.
Just take it each way, Betts. What? Go on, I'll have £2 on Zach then.
Good man.
And you can tell Chris Tate I'm betting in my own time. He can't touch me.
Seth, it will do if we don't catch those poachers.
Don't worry. We'll get 'em. If it's only to prove to Tate's that I've forgot more than they'll ever know about poaching.
Hi. Hi, have you seen Emma? No. But Chris and Frank are coming in later. Why don't you wait and have a drink with us?
Well, it's nice to see Frank's family rallying round him. At least some good's come out of all this.
Hello, Dave. Surprised to see you up before midday. Thought you toy boys needed your beauty sleep. And the straw's all gone. Don't tell me you've actually done some work at last. Kim won't be pleased if you've soiled those baby soft hands of yours.
I'm not going to argue with you, Frank.
Not to my face, anyway. You prefer to do things behind my back.
That wasn't my choice. It's out in the open now.
What does it feel like to be a rich woman's plaything? Do you get nightmares that she might trade you in for another model?
You're wasting your time, Frank. You're not going to split me and Kim apart.
Oh, don't you bet on it. You're not the first, you know. There was this bloke called Neil Kincaid. Of course, he had his own money. He wasn't just a deductible business expense like you.
Look, the only reason I'm here is to look after Kim and the baby. And once that's all sorted, we'll all be off.
What makes you so sure it's your baby?
Why? Are you saying it's yours?
Could be. Of course, it could be someone else's. My wife's idea of fidelity is not having more than one man in her bed at the same time.
That's a cheap crack, Frank.
Then you better get used to it, because I've hardly started.
Dad.
I don't think you've got the stomach for a real fight, Dave, but that's what you're gonna get. You've already lost family and friends over this thing, and I'm gonna make sure you come out of it with nothing. You're a loser, son. You might as well pack your bags now.
Home Farm Estates isn't a charity, Mr. Glover. We expect our tenants to fulfil their obligations.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Then where's our rent?
I've got 1 or 2 unforeseen expenses, but that's just a short-term problem.
We don't do credit.
I've made out this business plan. If you check the figures, you'll see that I'll be well in profit by the summer.
I want to talk to you about all this, Chris.
Keep out of this, Dave. You've done enough damage already.
Your dad's right. You don't work for Home Farm Estates anymore. No, this has nothing to do with you.
It has everything to do with me, and you know it. You're just taking your spite out on my family.
Please, just look at the plan, Chris.
I don't need to. I've already made my decision. You've got 2 weeks to clear your rent arrears. Otherwise, your tenancy agreement would be terminated.
You vindictive little...
Shut up, David. It's not his fault. Everything that's happened to our family is down to you little toe rag. Just stay away from us from now on. I don't want to see you again. I've told you, nothing more to do with you. You knew what that farm meant to me and your mum. You didn't even think about the consequences. How am I going to tell her that we might lose it, eh?
Well, you deserve that. Mind you, doubt whether you're going to lose much sleep over it. Got to ask your girlfriend for a loan. She's loaded, isn't she? Well, look, here she comes. What a good time to negotiate your pocket money.
What on earth's the matter with your father?
It's just had a barney with Chris.
Oh, I see. Anything I can do to help?
No. It's up to me to sort this one out.
I wouldn't stand there too long, Viv. One of my customers might mistake you for a standard lamp.
Don't be so cheeky. Anyway, we've got more of a right to be here than you have. The parish council have already given you a warning.
Now, one of the countries going to the dogs when private enterprise takes second place to come dancing.
Hey, Mr. P.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I borrow one of these books?
Didn't realise you're into romantic poetry, Butch.
He's practising to become an old man. If you tell anyone, I'll clobber you.
Terry ought to be here for our practice by now.
Isn't your Vic a bit jealous, then?
Hey?
Well, you know, you dancing with another bloke, staying away and all that.
Oh, Vic's not the jealous type. Not that there's anything to be jealous of. It's just a hobby.
Sorry I'm late. Hey, Viv, you look smashing in that dress. Real picture.
Seb, how long have we got to stay out here for?
As long as it takes.
Well, I'm freezing. I can't feel my fingers anymore.
Stop moaning.
Why don't we go inside? Keep ourselves warm. Chris will never know.
He'll know if they nick more fish and we don't catch them.
Yeah, Dingle. No, honest as a day's long, me.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely.
Oh, shut it, Butch. I'm trying to concentrate.
Up yours, mate. Honestly, nobody will give you a chance these days.
Ain't that never one fair job? Just have to work harder at it.
And great example I get from you, slob from hell.
Well, I think I found the perfect job.
Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May.
Go and play with the traffic, Butch. Housekeeper at home farm.
I wouldn't mind housekeeping that country.
It's for him, Frank.
You madman.
I've got a GMVQ in catering. It's amazing what education you get in Nick these days.
The Tates only have to hear the name Dingle and they send for the bailiffs.
Oh, give us that letter back.
Sometimes, too hot, the eye of heaven shines.
Oh, shut it, Butch. Right, our financial crisis is over. I'm changing my name.
Seth, what kind of a gamekeeper are you?
I were lying low, waiting for the rest of them to show the sense.
Rubbish, I could hear you snoring.
We'll get them next time.
There won't be a next time because it's knocking off time. I'm doing no more unpaid overtime for Chris Tate.
I'm going to see if I can follow his tracks.
It's dark, isn't it? You won't have a chance.
I'm not having Chris Tate saying I'm past it. I'm going to give it a try. You set drinks up. I'll not be long.
So will Seth be joining us later?
No, I've left him some of yesterday's hot pot in the oven. He'll be burnt to a cinder bit time he rolls in from the wolf pack.
Well, I brought us something to wash it down with.
Good evening. And may I say what a pleasure it is to be serving two such beautiful ladies. I hope tonight's meal will be an experience you'll never forget. Enjoy your meal.
Well, he's certainly a little charmer.
If he can cook as well as he can talk, we're in business. Cheers.
You've got no chance of getting the job, man.
Yes, I have. First, we need the money, but more importantly, Dave Glover's moved into our farm. What more incentive could a girl want?
What's Dave Glover got that I haven't?
I could tell you, Butch, but I haven't got a year to spare.
It was the poetry, weren't it? Too old-fashioned. I've made up one of my own. You'll like this better.
Never knows when to give up.
There was a young lady from Hotton whose cousin fancied her rotten. He thought he was in luck when...
Look a little impressive, Zach.
Hey?
I'm trying to get bets on you. Selling you as a mean, moody, fighting machine.
How's that?
Better if you went home, old boy.
You made me forget the next line.
Ah, Ned, can I interest in a small wager?
Just leave me alone. I've got more important things on my mind.
Where you been all afternoon? I've been sick with worry.
I've been trying to work out how to tell you.
Why? What they say?
We've got a fortnight to pay back the arrears, otherwise we'll lose the farm.
My last month's wages. Should cover arrears on Old Gates Farm.
Your father still has to prove that he can turn the place into a going concern. You won't be getting any more wages, so you won't be able to bail him out next time.
There won't be a next time. I know they'll manage without me, if they get a fresh start.
Oh, we could all manage a lot better without you, Dave. As soon as Kim realises that, neither of you will have anywhere to go.
I await your verdict.
I thought it was wonderful. How did you know I liked oysters?
Passionate people always do. And I think I detect a hidden passion in you.
I thought it was very tasty and all.
Was the raspberry coulis to your satisfaction?
Absolutely divine.
Oh, was that the raspberry sauce? Hey, you must let me have the recipe for that, because I think it'd go down very well with my suet pud.
I hope the trial has been a success and we can take this arrangement a little further.
I'm looking forward to it.
Right. Well, I might as well get off home then, see how Seth's getting on.
Why don't you take the rest of the wine to share with him?
Oh, thanks very much.
I was thinking we could have that as a celebration drink together.
I've taken the liberty of reserving some champagne. I always think that's the best way to cement a new friendship.
That's not right.
Huh? Thought we were you chasing poachers.
Well, yeah, it was, but, well, we stopped when it started to get dark. Well, at least I did.
You mean he's still out there?
I told him it's a waste of time.
No, I won't worry about it. He's not going to waste good drinking time. Not on a wild goose chase in this weather. Be in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not actually dealing with the appointment myself. All I can tell you is it's long hours, low wages, and for a particularly ungrateful employer.
The applicant for Frank's housekeeping job.
She hung up on me.
Frank won't be pleased.
Yeah, well, I can be just as petty as he can. Oh, I had a word with the solicitor. Frank can only freeze company assets. He can't touch the rest. So, we're sitting pretty.
Who was that on the phone?
Someone about the housekeeping job. She didn't sound suitable, so I put her off.
Just stay out of my business, will you?
Our business.
We'll let the lawyers decide that.
I don't know why you need a housekeeper anyway. You ought to be capable of boiling an egg at your age.
I just want someone to look after my interest. And I'm sure she'd be a damn sight cheaper than your toy boy.
Leave me out of it, Frank, will you?
It's your own fault for letting her get her claws stuck in you.
Oh, I'm going upstairs if you don't mind. Sticking round here to listen to you two scrapping.
Sensitive little soul, your toy boy, isn't he? You sure he's going to last the course?
Seth, I'm back.
Hey, and I've got us some wine from that new chef of... Seth?
Stop right there. I don't want to use this, but I will if I have to. So don't think about running.
We're not running anywhere, old-timer. And by the time we finish with you, you won't even be walking.
Charlie? Charlie?
All right, Vic.
Morning, Betty.
Honestly, I didn't know when I took Seth Armstrong on it'd be worse than having kids.
Had a night on the tiles, has he?
Oh, he's working. Season coming on.
Yeah, that's what he tells you.
He usually says when it's going to be an all-night do.
Can you get these from the shop on your way home? Tell Viv I'll settle up and cash my family allowance.
Packet of tea bags and some biscuits. Is that for our Linda's birthday? Oh, just on about you. We're on about hiring a marquee for your 18th. But then again, you ain't got enough mates to fill the outside lavvy, have you?
Yeah, well, you won't see your 18th.
I'm sorry, can't run to a big do.
It's all right. The little pack will do. Bye.
Ta-ra, love.
Come on, let's get moving.
I'll take you in the car, Betty.
Well, we won't be able to see anything from the road.
Betty, go with Vic. I'll meet you up by the bridge at Connelton Road. Come on, Charlie.
Well, where are you going?
Look, I'll see you up there. Go on. Come on, Charlie. Let's go find your dad.
One obvious thing we can do to maximise our resources is to extend the season at the holiday village.
Oh, who wants to spend a winter in a drafty chalet?
Walkers, climbers, cavers. I mean, if the Sugdens can do it with that old barn, we just have to target our advertising better.
We open at Easter anyway.
Yeah, but I'm thinking long term.
It's tough enough getting through each day at the moment.
Just hang on in there.
I thought you'd be pleased to know you've had 3 calls about the housekeeper's job. I told them it was a mistake. There is no job.
You've done what?
It's my house.
That's not strictly true. In fact, it's hardly true at all.
Of course it's all right for you to take in the odd job, man.
How touching. You giving him a job to make him feel he's contributing.
You'll regret, though.
I just ignore her, Chris. She's a non-person. She doesn't count. Now about this business plan.
Seth! I'm over here.
Seth!
Here.
Seth! Are you all right?
It's my leg. Can't move.
And you can't put all them qualifications.
Why not?
Because you haven't got them.
It's not my fault the education system's failed me.
Hey, Mandy. Be all right if you got a job at Tate's. You could case the house and tell us where he keeps all valuables.
I know where he keeps them. Where all men keep them.
Hey, Mand, with Tate divorcing his wife, he's going to be on the lookout for something fresh.
No man can buy me, but he can hire me for a reasonable rate.
Oh, it's no use us hanging round here. Let's go and phone the police. They could get a helicopter. Oh, he's a stupid old... He just carries on in his own sweet way, and he never gives a thought for anybody but...
Hey, come on, Betty. Look, I'll run you back. We'll get a proper search organised. Listen.
What?
It's Biff.
I found him! He's down here!
What the heck's happening?
So all of all chat is this?
That's why I've asked you to dispose of it. Can we split the proceeds 50-50, right?
Hardly worth the petrol money.
Well, don't bother then.
Oh, no, a deal's a deal.
Hey, look at this. Oh, it's junk. It's not even metal. We're getting out for it.
It's beautiful.
Let's get it bagged. Hey, I bet he's not doing this on eve of a big fight. Who? Frank Bruno.
Think yourself lucky you're not fighting Tyson.
Hey, the way I'm feeling, I could check them both on.
Hey, old Eric. So what odds are you going to give me on the Terminator here?
Good lad, see? He's got faith in me.
Yeah, I feel lucky. It's in me waters.
I can offer you very generous odds.
What happened to you walking to a door?
Ah, something like that.
2 to 1.
Do you like his shiner, Terry?
Aye. Suits him.
Our Mandy done it.
Weren't looted. You know, lucky punch.
Hey, what are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, come on, I just put it in the book.
Knocked out by a lassie? What is this fight? Handbags at 10 paces.
What did you tell him that for? Showing me up?
I've got a good mind to dock that bet out of your wages.
You don't give me any wages.
What are you doing with that?
I like her. Gives me peace of mind.
That don't take much.
Come on, let's get you into hospital, Seth Armstrong.
There's no need for that, Betty.
Come on, let me give you the once over.
No. I'm going home.
Have you got time for another coffee? I'll give it a miss. I'm just going to see Jack Sugden about the test results.
Oh. Well, I want to tell him as soon as possible. His herd's in the clear.
Of course.
It's his livelihood.
Couldn't you just phone?
I could, but I want to tell him.
Yes. I was forgetting how important the vet-client relationship is.
Is something wrong?
I wanted to talk to you.
Go on, then.
You better get it.
They weren't content with just knocking me down. They stomped on my legs, Betty. They were enjoying it.
They're animals.
No, animals don't carry on like that. This lad had a go at him and got kicked for his trouble. Then he lay down again, me all neat, and kept me warm. This morning, he just took off.
Well, I'm going to get him a nice bit of steak.
Aye.
You could do with some steak on them bruises and all.
No, I'm all right.
Right, I've just finished that, love, and then I'll call the police.
There's no need.
No need? A bunch of thugs beats up an old fella who's just doing his job?
That's just top and bottom on it. I'm an old fella who ain't up to it.
Well, perhaps you should take things a bit easier, love.
Oh, you reckon it was my own fault, then?
Now, I didn't say that, but I don't want to see you hurt. And I don't want to see that lot getting away with it either.
What are you doing?
I've told you. I'm calling police.
No, Betty. I don't want the world and his wife knowing I can't do my job. It's bad enough that I know.
It's going to be for about 15 people, I reckon. But just say if it's not okay.
No, it'll be fine, won't it, Zoe?
Right. Well, I want to keep it a secret. It'd be just impossible if we had it at our mum and dad's house.
No problem.
Right, thanks a lot.
You're doing us a favour. Emma's feeling a bit neglected.
Oh, it's my knight in shining armour. He was the talk of the waiting room this morning, the way he rescued Seth. Did you?
He just had a bit of an accident, that's all.
Always full of surprises, isn't he? A real superhero.
He is.
So when do I start wearing my underpants outside my trousers, then?
What are you doing here, anyway?
He's come for some worming tablets.
Vic says the old boy was in a right state.
I don't know what people are coming to when someone puts a few trout above a human life. Where have you been sloping off to?
Sorry, Al. Here she is. As spry as a gazelle. As lithe as a weeping willow.
Would you mind putting in a little practice on this side of the bar?
Sure thing, Al.
Actually, that's why I popped over. I can't make practice tomorrow night.
Well, you standing me up?
Afraid so. Going to Kathy's opening evening with the old man.
Oh, that's great. That's another two of my so-called loyal customers that I've lost.
Never mind, Al. Dance your troubles away.
Well, I used to sweep quite a few women off their feet, you know.
I bet.
I was such a fearsome driver that I was called...
Go on.
Well, it was a long time ago.
Go on, tell us.
Twinkle Toes?
Twinkle Toes Turner. Whoa!
Yes, sir.
What do you think you're doing?
He's taking me to lunch.
Not in that he's not. It's a company vehicle. And he is no longer a home farm employee. He's unemployed. And you're going to stay that way, because I'm not going to give you a reference. Great prospects, eh, Dave? Your child is going to be really proud of you. Of course, I am looking for a housekeeper now, if you'd like to apply for that.
Oh, shut up, Frank. David's got a job. Let me introduce you to my new stable manager.
Ah, good of you to put in an appearance. I had to go and see Seth. Oh, yes, I heard. Well, I don't suppose we'll see him for weeks. Not that it will make any difference.
He could have died.
Just so long as he sends in a sick note.
Could I have a word, Mr. Tate?
I think I know what this is about.
I'll come back in a bit.
Stay there. This won't take long.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the way Ned's carried on, and until we can start selling the early veg, it's a bit of a struggle. And it's a cash flow problem.
Oh, that old chestnut.
We will pay off the arrears, you know, some each week, any amount that suits you. The farm means everything to us.
You're not in arrears with your rent, Mrs. Glover. Your son paid it. He probably thought he could bail you all out of the mess you've got yourselves in.
Jan! Look, take no notice of Tate.
How can I? Where does it get you burying your head in sand? Debts piling up, family falling apart. We can't even put on a party for Linda. After all she's been through, she can't even have a party.
Look, don't worry about it. I'm sorting that out. I'm laying on a do for her.
More charity.
I love her. And not that it's any of my business, but why do you think Dave paid that rent? That's not charity, is that?
I don't think Ned'll see it like that.
Well, I won't tell him. So you're going to come to the party?
Of course we will. Thanks.
It's just a game, all this. Point scoring.
I've just offered you a job.
Yeah, I got one over on Frank.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Let him kick me out, take away everything that's mine?
I can't see why you have to rub his nose in it, though. Having me move in here, then work here.
If you don't want the job, just say. You're free to choose.
Am I? You know I can't turn it down. I can skip lunch, though. Yeah.
David.
Oh, come on, Nick. Everybody knows what Seth's like. Yeah, I know, but I shouldn't have left him, should I? I'm just glad that you found him. Cheers. Yeah, well, that's all down to Charlie doing his lassie act. Anyway, Rod, you know how you've always fancied this jacket?
Have I?
Yeah. You reckon it's cool? It's cooler than any of them I'd actually wear, any Rod.
Oh, thanks a lot, mate.
Now, do you want to buy it?
No.
Oh, come on, I need some cash, quick.
Biff, I don't... Flipping it, things must be bad if you haven't to vlog the jacket off your back.
Yeah, well, they are. It's Linda's 18th. I want to put on a do and get her something.
Biff, I'm really not interested.
Come on, it's real leather.
I don't want...
Try it on. Come on, it's pulling power.
Stinks.
Hey, get it on your back. All you need now is a motorbike. What do you reckon? How much?
Of oil.
Come on.
I'm not... It's too...
How much?
Biff, let me buy you a drink, love. I can't tell you how grateful we are to you. Wearing a jacket with heroes on won't make you one, you know.
Betty, I told Seth not to bother.
Aye, well, you see, Seth is a man who does bother. He cares. Like our Brian here.
What do you think?
It looks fabulous.
So you'll come?
Well, hopefully. I can't remember when Jack and I last had a meal out. Such a trek getting to Houghton or Leeds.
Hey, sure, looks like we've got 2 more customers.
If I can make this lady happy, then it's all worthwhile. Could I have a word, Kathy?
Yeah, sure.
I've just been running through your larder.
Oh, pretty basic, isn't it?
No, it's fine. I've made a list of everything else we need.
Oh, great.
I know I can get a good deal.
Well, what, shall I give you the money now?
I normally do it that way, then you know exactly where you stand. I don't want to land a hefty bill on you later, if that's okay.
Yeah, suits me. Just take it out the till and leave it till. Oh, hi, Vic. Take a seat.
Oh, all right, yeah.
What can I get you?
Tea?
And a scone?
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
You getting lots of bookings then, are you, for the evening meals?
Yeah, you and Viv better get your skates on.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I'll put your name down then, yeah?
I don't suppose you've got a drink supplier, though, have you?
No.
No, well, I might be able to help you out there, give you a good discount. You tell me what you need, and I'll even deliver it free, as a favour.
Oh, that's really good of you.
You scratch mine, I'll scratch yours.
Thing is, I can't sell drinks. No licence. People have to bring their own.
Oh, right. Oh, blimey, is that the time? Look, I got a dash, evening papers. See ya.
Good job I didn't butter his scone.
You're not taking that home, are you?
Yeah. Well, it don't mean I can't appreciate the finer things, Mr. Pollard says.
Mr. Pollard says it's the only woman you'll ever get in your bedroom.
Well, that's rich. You couldn't score with the pot pig.
Hey, I'll have you know that I am being stalked by a gorgeous woman.
Yeah, well, when you catch her, make sure you take her back to Jack Sugden's for shearing.
I know I'll win. Years of experience in the training camp of life have brought me to my moment of destiny.
I reckon I did that, Uncle Zack, when I decked you.
Yes, young lady, and we don't want any repeats of that now, do we? And I want you to abstain
No
from...
choice ever. With Nellie away.
I meant alcohol.
Of course, Eric. My body is a temple. Right, come on, you lot. Home.
I hope you're not planning to pull any strokes with this fight.
What do you mean?
Because if you do, whatever happens to my dad, I'll make sure you get it back, with interest.
So, what's it like being king of somebody else's castle, then?
Get stuffed.
Oh, you're a kept man.
Hey, I've got a job, right?
What? You mean you've managed to find some independence out of all this lot? What is it?
Stable manager.
Kim's Stables?
This isn't a youth club.
Isn't it? Actually, I've come to ask you both to a social function. It's Linda's birthday, so we're having a party at Zoe's.
Oh, set that up.
Me?
Ah, sounds great. We'll be there, won't we?
Yeah, come outside and have a look at Linda's present.
Mind me.
Tell them I'm having a nap.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Uncle Seth. Are you poorly?
I'm not too bad. I just like Auntie Betty looking after me.
Daddy gives me hot black currant when I'm ill.
Oh, perhaps I should try that.
How are you, Seth?
I've been worse.
I just want to say I'm sorry. I should never have left you.
It weren't your fault, lad.
No, but I should have stayed with you.
It were my decision. Weren't it, Betty? I'm telling you, it were. I weren't took to it, and that's all there is to it.
So he lets your mum grovel, and then he announces to her that you've paid off the arrears.
I should have told him. Thought I was doing him a favour.
No, it's just Tate playing tin pot dictator.
Yeah. I'll swing for them dingles.
What's up?
Well, who else would have dumped that here?
It's not the Dingles. It's mine.
Yours?
Well, it's Linda's. I bought it. It's a birthday present.
Oh, there you are. Good day?
Yeah.
Are you on call?
No. Rid of the calls through to the locum, thanks. Well, why don't you go and have a nice bath? Dinner won't be ready for a while yet.
Oh, I don't think I can move. I'm sorry we didn't have time to talk.
Well, I know it's been a busy time with lambing and all that.
Am I taking you for granted?
No. But should I run the bath now, your ladyship?
You mean it's not ready?
Yeah.
What the hell's this?
I think it's pretty clear. My brief helped me to compose it.
You can't do this.
You'll see under my signature, Managing Director, Home Farm Estates. That means I can do whatever is necessary to protect the interests of this company.
You can't charge me for using my own stables. And home farm vehicle, even gas and electricity. I haven't even got access to the business account.
Pay or you're out. Oh, damn, I forgot to put something on the list. I'll invoice you for the toilet paper you use.
What's up?
We're playing with a hard ball, Sonny. That's what.
I think Dad's coping very well. I must say I was a bit worried about him.
Oh, he can take care of himself.
He's an old softy.
You're joking.
He is.
You're a lot like him in some ways.
Yeah, I'm a soft touch too.
No.
What then?
Oh, you've got a tough streak.
What?
I mean it. You're not as vulnerable as people think.
What people?
You're not as vulnerable as me.
Well, we can't accept it, and that's that.
We can't not accept it. Anyway, it's done.
Why didn't Dave mention it? If he'd have given us the money to hand over, it wouldn't have looked so bad.
We just got to make sure we don't miss another month. Especially with Chris Tate running the show.
Fit, partner?
All ready for the big time, Ginger?
Wait, it's enough of that. You serving or what?
I don't know why you don't come and support us, Vic.
He's a little bit jealous.
Of moi?
No, I've been showing him the brochures for the hotel you and me have been staying at.
Yeah, he's got satellite telly, sunbed. You getting the drinks or what?
I'm asking her out, right?
Why you?
Because I'm more older and more brainier than you.
Mandy says I'm cute.
What is it with you, pair? A bit of skirt turns up. Well, a lot of skirt in our Mandy's case. It's like your brains sink below tabletop level.
Yeah, but Dad, she smells like Arabian Nights.
You're watching too many adverts. Anyone can smell like that. You get it off Hot Market, 15 bob a gallon bottle. Now, can we forget about our Mandy? Tomorrow is high noon. I know not what fate awaits me. I know I must be brave, for I must face a man who hates me. All I can...
Oh, did you have enough money when you were buying the stuff in?
Yeah, I'll sort out what you owe me for the butcher's tomorrow. And I'll get fresh vegetables.
OK, so...
I must say, Cathy, I thought you would have shown more sensitivity.
Sorry, Alan.
Plotting the demise of the Woolpack under my nose. Well, I'm sorry, I don't think you setting up in direct competition is a joke.
It's all right. I won't be dishing up pub grub.
I don't dish up pub grub. I serve traditional country fare.
Alan is something of a connoisseur.
Really? I'd value your opinion. You must be our guest at our first event.
I may well do that. We are on the same side, really, aren't we?
Remind me to buy in some meat pies and mushy peas.
Shh. This has been the best thing. The only thing I've ever done in my life that felt absolutely right, coming to live here and be with you.
You've had too much to drink.
I've got my work, but even that only means something because I'm with you.
Don't put yourself down.
I'm not.
If we love each other, what's the problem?
Your past's all around us. I want our future to be here.
It can be.
Well, maybe we know that.
There's no maybe.
I want everyone to acknowledge it.
You're the one that doesn't care what people think.
Oh, but this isn't about cocking a snook at people.
What is this about?
I want us to make a public commitment to say we love each other. We think our love's special, don't we? And then we should have a blessing in church. Marry me, Zoe.